Hey guys, Brian Hilliard here, author of the best-selling book Networking Like a Pro and creator of the popular program How to Expand Your Reach, Impact More Lives, and Get Your Message Out to a Wider Audience. And I am fired up here today because we are going to talk about referrals. And we're going to talk about the one thing that can really turbocharge your referrals in terms of getting your message out to a wider audience. And the reason why this is so important is because a lot of times when people are not able to expand their reach and not able to be able to get out to a wider audience, what happens is that prospective clients are simply unaware that they exist. And not because you're a bad coach or anything, but because they simply aren't aware that you have the skills and expertise to help them out. Which is why, quite frankly, there are so many folks who have such a hard time getting a consistent flow of paying clients. Not because they're a bad coach or don't have the skills, but because there's a general lack of awareness for what it is that you can do, and more importantly, how it is that you can help. Conversely, if you're able to take some of this points and content that I talk about here today and implement it into your practice, here's what you're going to find, and a lot of it is good. First of all, you're going to find more people are aware that you exist. Number two, you're going to find that more people are going to see you as a credible resource and as a trusted authority that they actually want to pull out their checkbook and work with. Now, how do I know that? Because you already do good work. See, that's the thing. Most people that I talk to, most people that you probably know, coaches and service practitioners, you guys do good work. It's not a question of the work that you do. You already do good work. My job when talking and engaging and working with clients is to help folks get out in front of more people to a wider audience so that more people can see the good work that they do and ultimately hire them on as a coach, which is why I'm so fired up for what we're going to talk about here today. We're going to talk about a way to quickly turbocharge, something that I do, quickly turbocharge the number of referrals that you get from your friends, family, clients, people who are in your Facebook group, whatever the case may be. And quite simply, you know what it is? It is to make yourself more referable. You're like, Brian, make yourself more referable. I thought I was referable. What do you mean by that? Unpack that for me. No problem. Making yourself more referable is a conversation around simplifying and streamlining your message. See, a lot of times what happens is, Deb and I were actually talking about this a little earlier today. A lot of times what happens is we can have a tendency of overcomplicating things. I do that myself. I used to overthink things. I don't do it as much, but I certainly have that tendency. And as coaches, we kind of want to tell everybody what it is that we can do. And the problem with that is, remember, you're the coach, right? So let's say I'm the coach and I'm trying to get somebody to hear, my client, let's say, or even somebody who knows me, to talk to somebody else who doesn't know me about my service. So I need to make sure that it is very simple for this first person, the person that I know, something that's real simple for them to be able to articulate later on down the line. So here's what you want to be able to do. Okay, there's three things. I jotted them down. When you're communicating to a potential referral partner, maybe it's a client, maybe somebody else or whatever, and you're looking to expand your reach because of the people that they know that you don't, you just have to get them to explain three things when you're talking to folks. What is it that you do? How is it that what you did helped them? And how does it work? So let me give you a real easy example. Let's say I'm a health coach and I'm talking to Sally Sue here. And Sally Sue's like, this is awesome. Brian is awesome. All right. So they say that. And you're like, how can I refer you out? And you're like, oh, okay, well, listen, here's what you do. When you talk to people, if you see somebody who might be interested, or you think that they might be looking at losing weight or just through your common course, you see that, here's what you do. You say, listen, I'm working with this guy, this Brian guy, and what he does is he works as a health coach to help people lose weight. The way it's helped me is we've been working out, a couple of times a week. He's got me on this online program as well in terms of diet. And the reason why I think this might be something that you consider, remember, this is the referral partner talking. The reason why I think this might be something that you consider is because I know you just mentioned how you're thinking about joining a gym. I know you mentioned how you're feeling a little bit more sick than you used to. I know you mentioned how you're thinking about losing weight, and it might be something to consider. Boom! You see how we hit the 3 points? What do you do? How it can help the person, and how does it work? That's it. We don't have to get into certifications. We don't have to get into our title. We don't have to get into years of business. We go bam, bam, and bam, and we are good to go. And I personally use this myself when I'm trying to get more referrals, when I'm trying to have other people kind of communicate for me and to expand my reach beyond people who know me. And as a matter of fact, if you'd like, I'd love to hear from you. You can like, share, or comment right down below. I actually handle all the comments myself personally, so if you want to push back or if you have some thoughts or some ideas or maybe some different ways that you do it, I would love to hear from you and I can respond accordingly. Not a problem. But in the meantime, my name is Brian Hilliard saying so long, take care, and thanks so much for your time.